opportunity could be a significant catalyst for Indian steel pipe manufacturers. Saudi Arabia has imposed anti-dumping duties on steel pipe imports from China and Taiwan for the next 5 years. Remember, this is a news that came in a couple of days back. But while there is news, there is analysis. And the analysis seems to be that this move will set open the Saudi market for some Indian players. Soumeet, tell us your analysis about this.
Well, as the Indian steel pipe manufacturers remain in focus given the fact that there is a recent news where Saudi Arabia has imposed an anti-dumping duty on any steel pipe that is coming in from China and Taiwan. Now, these duties will be imposed by June 30th of 2025, which means that it has already been imposed, and the rates that have been assigned is around 6.5 to 27.3%. And analysts believe that this anti-dumping duty could open up the export opportunity for Indian steel pipe manufacturers to Saudi Arabia. And Nuvama has also come out with this note where they're quite bullish on these companies. So firstly, we tried to analyze these steel pipe companies. There are three steel pipe companies, and what we have seen is they have consistently underperformed. So why they have underperformed? Firstly, there was the weak domestic demand. The capital expenditure that done by the private and the government side has also been on the lower side, which has also led to this impact on the demand, while geopolitical issues, which means that the conflicts in the Europe that we have been seeing and the US trade tariff has also weighed on the share prices of the steel pipe companies. But if you look at the financial performance for these companies, now if you look at there are three companies: Venus Pipe, Ratnamani Metals and Welspun Specialty. Venus Pipe completely stands out here. The last 5-year revenue CAGR has been around 75.3%, which is double than what Welspun Specialty has done, and nearly 3 times of that what Ratnamani Metal has done over the last 5 years. The EBITDA CAGR for Venus Pipe stands at around 141%. For Ratnamani Metal, it stands at around 24.5%. The PAT CAGR stands at around 185%, while for Ratnamani Metal, it stands at around 21%. Now, we do not have the numbers for Welspun Specialty for Welspun Specialty, given the fact that in the earlier years they were reporting a loss. Now, if you look at the valuations, market cap and the order win, in that front also Venus Pipe stands out, at least on the valuation front. The EBITDA is the cheapest, 17.8 times only. There's a 12-month forward valuations. Venus Pipe market cap stands at around 2,800, order book stands at around 575 crore, while that of Ratnamani Metal 20,200 is a market cap, while the order book is just 1,900 crore rupees. Welspun Specialty, the market cap is around 2,400, while the order book stands at around 330 odd crore rupees, and the valuations, if you look at, it's very high at around 76 times. So Ratnamani Metal, the valuations come in at around 24.4 times. Now, if you look at the order book breakup, it's pretty much similar for all the companies. For Venus Pipe, export around 40%, domestic around 60%. For Ratnamani Metal, 58% is export, while 42% is domestic. And when it comes to Welspun Specialty, 37% is the export order book, while 63% is the domestic order book. Now, if you look at the outlook for these companies, well, the outlook is quite positive given the fact that India has also imposed such duties on steel pipe imports, and this will boost the domestic demand, and again the export opportunity is also opening up. And if you look at the guidance given by Venus Pipe, they expect their margins to be around 16 to 18% for FY26 and FY27. For Ratnamani Metal, if you look at, they're expecting a volume growth of around 5 to 10% for FY26, and for Welspun Specialty, they're expecting a higher growth given the fact that they also have a lower base. They are guiding for 25 to 30% of volume growth that they are expecting for FY26. And lastly, if you look at what brokerages are saying for these companies, for Venus Pipe specifically, there are 8 analysts tracking the company. All 8 of them have a buy rating, and the consensus target price suggests for return potential of nearly 42% from the current level. For Ratnamani Metal, it's quite balanced. Top 3 buys are from Phillip Securities, Elara Capital and DAM Capital, and the target price ranges anywhere between 3,300 to 3,440 rupees.
Okay, and very interesting points then. Seemingly Venus Pipes, purely because of valuation perspective, seems to be pretty attractive. And take a look at, I want to pull that chart up if we can, or that table up if we can, on Venus Pipes specifically. The current market price at 1,355. Investec, which has the most conservative expectation on the price side, has an expectation of 1,665. Nuvama pegs it at 2,120. All three of those are a buy.